This is my final fragrance tray for the month of March. I have some old favorites here that I'm super excited to be wearing again. Hello, it's Jen K here from A Fragrant Offering. What you're seeing here is my February fragrance tray. Today I'll be swapping out a new tray for March. In January, I had decided to do swap out trays for this year. So I started with a basic tray. You'll see me here setting up my January tray. I never did make a long video of this one. And my goal for the year has been to swap out every month, add new fragrances for my collection so that I can experience them, but also allowing myself to keep some of my favorites from the previous month. So here you see me stocking my January fragrance tray. I know everyone has a different method of managing their perfume collection. For me, it's really important to use and enjoy every piece that I own. At the end of the month, I may pass on or sell a Macari, some if I don't really reach for or enjoy them. This year, I decided to allow myself to keep some of my favorites each month out for the next month. This allows me more time with some of my favorites, and I can keep them out through multiple seasons where I might enjoy them. Although I really didn't buy fragrances in 2024, I was gifted some from a few really great brands. And my January fragrance tray had a lot of these out that I was trying and learning to know. Doing a fragrance tray every month kind of gives me the feeling of having a perfume haul for the month, and it feels like I'm trying something new, even though they're fragrances that I've previously loved and enjoyed. Anyway, these are the base perfumes that I started my year with, and then I did a swap out, and you'll see here is what I was using in the month of February. Some of the same ones still remained from the month of January. So let's get cozy, sit down, relax, and join me on the journey as I swap out fragrances for the month of March. Looks like I'm making a little bit of a mess on the table. If you want to see more of my content, I post a lot on Instagram over on a.fragrant.offering. That's where the majority of my content actually is. The first fragrance I'm pulling off last month's tray is Nyla by Arabiyat Prestige. This brand was really generous this last year and gifted me with some lovely fragrances. It's an Arabian fragrance brand. They have lovely sprayers. This is a floral, musky fragrance. I'm really impressed with this brand and their perfumes, and I think some of them will stay in my collection for long term. But I am ready to try out some of my old favorites. And the second one from the Nyla lineup that I had out was Vani-Elle, and this is a vanilla fragrance. This is vanilla, jasmine, musk, amber, caramel. It's definitely a sweet fragrance bomb. It would be great for layering, and I'd highly recommend this if you're looking for a great vanilla fragrance. These bottles are really lovely, and I have enjoyed trying this brand out in my collection. Since January, I've had Black Orchid out in my collection. This is an original favorite, and I actually enjoy wearing this one in the spring when I'm working in the flower beds. So I think that I will keep it out in my collection for a little bit longer. And the final one on this side tray is Saab by Pearlanera. This fragrance was actually gifted to me by the brand several years ago. They had sent over a sampler collection, and I was able to choose this one as a favorite. And you can see the dent I have in there. I really actually reach for it a lot for nighttime. It's a woody citrus fragrance, and I find it to be a bit spicy and very comforting for nighttime wear. So I do plan to keep that out on the tray for a little bit longer, for another month at least. And I pulled this one out of storage to put back on my tray again. It's La Belle by Jean Paul Gaultier. This is a beautiful, sweet, floral fragrance. I haven't made a lot of scent memories with it, but I'm excited to wear it again. I always really do enjoy it when I wear it. I had a great fragrance haul this year with the discounts in January at TJ Maxx and Marshall's. This Good Fortune fragrance. It's the Intense Elixir version is one that I picked up. Some of the fragrances I picked up I will be reselling on Mercari, and this may be one of them. But I am trying it out. I really enjoy it. So I look forward to wearing it some this month. And that completes my side tray. The fragrances I keep out do depend on height because of the way my tray is set up here. And on my top tray, I have these two from Arabiyat that they also gifted to me. These bottles are beautiful. This one is Cranberry Musk. So it is cranberry, freesia, kind of a fruity floral musk scent. I really enjoyed using it, especially over the holiday season. But I am going to give it a little bit of a break for now. I debated keeping this next one out as a kind of transitional winter to spring fragrance for my tray. It's blueberry musk, so it has kind of like a early summer feel to it. At the end of the day, I decided it was time to try some other new ones. I really love the magnetic caps and how lovely these fragrances are, though. And definitely be pulling this one out again sometime. This next one, I really debated leaving it out on the tray. I love wearing it on icy winter days as a clean skin scent, but I was pulling others out on my tray this month that I feel will replace it, so I decided to give it a break. The final one from the top row is one I decided to keep out for another month. It is perfect for my theme of winter into spring. I know in March we're going to have a lot of cold days, but we'll also have a lot of days that feel like spring. This is a nice powdery rose fragrance that I do feel is perfect for this time of year. It also was gifted to me by this brand, and I would love to try more of their perfumes. I am very excited about this one, Dolce Garden. It is an old favorite of mine, but I find that there's only one time of year that I really enjoy wearing it, and that's early spring when the weather's still kind of cold. I've tried to wear it in the summer before, and it's got a heavy, thick coconut scent, and it can almost be stifling and too much when the weather gets warm. So I always enjoy wearing it as a promise of spring. And this next one is going to replace number 5 Low as my skin scent. This one a little bit more floral and lighter for warmer weather. It's Skin by Clean Reserve. This is a sweet, musky fragrance that does have that your skin but better feel, and I don't find it too overwhelming, which is why I really enjoy wearing it. And I'll be able to fit one more fragrance up here on the top row. So for that, I chose Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. This is a lovely signature scent This is a floral oriental fragrance, a chypre, some would say. I'm wearing it today and just remembering how much I really enjoy this fragrance. This next one was also gifted to me and one that I've enjoyed getting to know this summer. It is Ambassadora by Gisada, Switzerland. This is a sweet floral fragrance that on first sniff could almost feel a bit youthful, but there is something a little musky and a little mature about it that I really enjoy wearing. And this next one was also gifted to me by the same brand, Gisada, Switzerland. It is titanium, and although I enjoy Ambassadora, I love titanium. It is a spicy, woody fragrance, a little bit more masculine, and check out that fantastic cap. I really love the way they make their bottles as well. I am giving this one a break for now, but it will definitely be back on a perfume tray in the future. This next one is one that I have decided to keep out in my tray for another month. It's Elie Saab Le Parfum Royale. This is a chypre floral fragrance. It has top notes of mandarin orange, and then it has rose and neroli in the middle notes, and in the base there's patchouli and amber, sandalwood. It's just a really lovely fragrance, and I want to wear it more. And next up is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain, a beautiful, also signature type fragrance. And I only wore it once in the month of February, so I wanted to keep it out and get a chance to wear it a bit more in the month of March. I think it's perfect for this time of year. And the next one I'll be pulling out of the closet is Fame by Paco Rabanne. It is an odd little bottle, but actually a lovely fragrance. It has mango and bergamot, some jasmine, sandalwood. It's kind of a creamy, incensey kind of fragrance. I enjoy it, but I haven't made any real scent memories with it yet. One of the things I enjoy about doing fragrance trays is the opportunity to shop my stash, and it's almost like a mini perfume haul. This one, Sunshine by Amouage, is always a favorite. There's something spicy about this oriental floral, and that cap is amazing as well. And hiding out here on the bottom row is one that I've really enjoyed this winter. It's La Interdite Intense by Givenchy. This has a lovely almond and sesame top notes with some tuberose and vanilla. It's made by some of my favorite perfumers, Dominique Ropion and Anne Filippo, and it's more of a winter fragrance, so I will be moving on from this one for now. And this one is a classic, Hypnotic Poison by Dior. Again, I've really enjoyed having this one on my tray, but I'm ready to give it a break for a few months while I try other more spring-like fragrances. This one and Alien by Mugler are both classics that I enjoyed wearing again, trying out a bit this last month, but I am ready to give them a break. This is such a unique bottle, as most of Mugler's bottles tend to be. I enjoy this fragrance, but I find that I don't wear it actually out of the house that much. And this last one I think I will keep out on my tray for another month. I'm trying to decide whether to keep or declutter it. I have a travel size of it, so I'm not sure that I really need to keep the full bottle size, although this is a really pretty bottle And you can see the color of the fragrance. It is a very sweet, fruity, floral, oriental type fragrance. People used to talk about this one a lot, and I don't hear about it as much anymore in the fragrance community. It is very lovely, but sometimes almost too sweet. And another one I am pulling out of storage is Black Opium by YSL. This is another old classic fragrance. Has notes of coffee in it, pink pepper, jasmine, vanilla, cedar. It is a beautiful fragrance, but it's one that I have not been able to make any scent memories with, so it doesn't really have a lot of sentimental value to me at this point. A fragrance that does have a lot of sentimental value to me is Shalimar by Guerlain. I love a good vintage fragrance, and this is probably my favorite. I love the fact that it was created in 1925, so there's a lot of history behind it. It's an oriental floral, not a safe blind buy for everyone, but I love the powdery floralness of this one and find it very comforting to wear. And the final one I'm pulling out is Gucci Bloom. I'm also very excited about this one. It is an old favorite, and this fragrance probably really gave me my first taste of the note of tuberose. It has some jasmine in it. There's something about it that reminds me of honeysuckle when that blooms in the summer. And although it's linear and pretty basic, I just love wearing this fragrance in the spring. So here we have my final choices for my perfume tray for the month of March. It's always exciting to have some new stuff out to try. If you are still listening along, thanks a bunch for watching and sharing this with me. Feel free to leave a comment. Always appreciate to hear back if you're enjoying this or a like, and follow along for more.